Oh.
Tommy. Good
Wayne.
morning.
No, you know what, Wayne? There's your background, and I'm just sitting inside. You're in sunny Las Vegas,
I
aren't you?
am live from Las Vegas, and for the first time ever, we are doing a show from 2 different time zones. You being in Eastern
That is
time,
crazy. Well, I
I'm
mean,
in Pacific time. This is the first time we've ever done this.
gosh, that is weird. That really is weird to think about. Yeah, I don't like it. Your day's just beginning, man. I've been up since 10 o'clock last night.
It is sunny here. Let me see what the temperature is. It's supposed to go up to, let's just say, it's supposed to go up to 104 degrees. Right now, it's about 93 degrees or so.
Yeah, it's like 63 here in Indiana. Nice and comfy. I'm wearing my sweatshirt.
Let me tell you, it has been hot. Right now, I am currently under the shade.
I'm so jealous, dude. I'm so jealous.
It's been so nice over here. We're having a blast. We're living it up, staying within our lane, our boundary, of course, not getting into any trouble. We don't want to do that sort of thing, but we are having a blast. And
No, go.
we'll talk more about Vegas in a moment. But first, we got to get this show started.
Are you ready?
Agility from the champion. Oh, deep six. That could be it. Delivers this deep six.
We are live from sunny Las Vegas. How's everybody
And
doing?
not so sunny Indiana.
We have it is,
You do.
I saw that rain in the background for you.
Yeah, man, it's been doom and gloom, but the Indy 500 is coming up on Sunday, man. The greatest spectacle in racing, the 106th running. It's going to be my first. I'm telling you, man, it's nothing like it. I know you're at Double or Nothing, same day.
Yes.
But, man, this is going to be a good weekend for me, man. Wrestling,
This is
first
going to be
race.
a great weekend.
It's going to be awesome, man.
Don A's, thank you for checking in.
What's up?
Double
What's
or
up?
Nothing weekend is going really good. We'll talk all about it here for a second. Wait for some more people to come in. So I got here on late Tuesday night. So we had Wednesday was our down day. Swimming in the pool right behind us. We got a sunburn. I don't even know if you could tell, but there's a shade anyway. But I'm burnt. But we had a blast. Then we went to Dynamite Wednesday night. But it was weird. What's weird is we're walking out of Dynamite and it's still sunlight out. It is literally like 7
So
o'clock.
what time 5 o'clock is when it started?
5 o'clock it started. Dynamite started 5 p.m. over here, ended at 7 p.m. here. We walk out of the Michelob Ultra Arena and it's still light out. 7 o'clock.
Dude, I like when Rampage is like 5, 6 o'clock. That is like the perfect time. It lets me like enjoy, like kind of relax and start the day, and then I still get to watch the primetime basketball or hockey game or whatever. I wish they'd make that move, but man, that had to have been nice. 5 o'clock. Oh.
They would only try. I guess they would only try to make that move if it makes sense for the ratings, but that's all on them. I haven't seen the ratings numbers yet to see if they're up or down.
Yeah, I wonder if they are different, like for the people who watch it on like 5 o'clock versus when people watch it at 10.
Yeah. All I know is AEW's Dynamite numbers were up this week.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
sure.
Yesterday was a down day for us. We went to the Mojave Desert and we checked out the Red Rock Canyon, which was a good time. It was cool. It was hot. We took some pictures. I'll post some pictures. And then today, we're just starting the day. I haven't had my coffee yet. It's 11:05 a.m. here in the morning.
This is my third coffee
I was like, frick
today.
this. I have to start this show.
This is my third coffee today.
Wow. See, well, listen, rightfully so. You are 3 hours ahead of me, so you should be a coffee or two ahead of me.
Wayne's living ahead. Wayne's living it nice and easy in Las Vegas, and I'm coming off of working 26 of the last 31 days. So I hate you right now, Wayne.
Well,
I'm sorry.
You're gonna get your time. You are absolutely gonna get your time. And listen, WrestleMania is not too far away.
Oh, I'm so excited, man. And I hope it'll fall on my birthday again next year.
Yeah, hopefully they
That'd
don't
be
change
perfect.
arenas. Hopefully they don't change stadiums.
Yeah, really.
We
Man.
just heard this morning. I just found out
Oh
this
my
morning that
goodness. Yeah.
Money in the Bank, which is actually going to be right around the corner from us at
Correct.
Allegiant Stadium, is now being moved to MGM Grand. Uh, so most people are saying because of lack of ticket sales. So
It probably is. And I heard they also are like taking a Roman off the card, possibly. They released a new poster without him on it. So might
I don't
be.
know how you draw. I don't know how you draw a stadium crowd
And
without
then yeah.
Roman, without not even having Lesnar. Where's Lesnar been?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
you have your top stars getting suspended. Sasha Banks is not going to be there, most likely.
not gonna be in the company with what it seems like.
This is not good.
This is a really interesting time because I feel like you're kind of seeing like AEW kind of wavering and stuff, and WWE's having good matches, but the outside press is just not looking good for them. Like you said, Naomi and Sasha, the champions not being there, Roman's saying he's taking time off. It just seems like there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes more recently. And I know you were at the AEW conference with Tony Khan.
Oh yeah,
And
we
even
got some notes from that. Yep.
and even he said something about MJF, and MJF tweeted out, F this place. Like, it's an interesting time for some drama backstage, I'd say. Hey, Yellow Boy, Indy 500, baby, let's get it.
Thank you so much, guys, for hopping on. So we're going to dive right into it. We're going to talk a
Yeah.
little bit of Dynamite from Wednesday. We're going to rehash some news and notes from the media conference call I was on with Tony Khan yesterday. Nothing big that came out of it, but a couple noteworthy stuff. I didn't really look into the MJF. I heard that he put out a tweet and then deleted it. So I'm not sure.
Did he delete it?
happening
Oh, I
there.
saw it on
is
Reddit.
deleted.
So.
But
Darn it.
yeah. But listen, I'm sure like the thread is online. So I don't know how many matches Brock Lesnar has left on his deal. To be honest with you, Denise. I mean, you got to figure as it gets closer to SummerSlam, he'll be showing up soon.
I
He
think
might
we
even
see
show up as a surprise appearance at Money in the Bank.
I think we
but I'm
see
not holding my
Cena,
breath.
Rock, and Brock at SummerSlam. All three of them.
Yeah, I've been hearing rumblings of Cena possibly coming back.
Yeah, I'm thinking Rock shows up too.
Yeah.
Sets up the thing, and then, like I said, I keep calling it, Wayne. Drew McIntyre's winning at Cardiff, man.
I don't know. WWE has to do, in my opinion. I mean, although you're probably right, and it's probably happening, WWE has to do something different here.
Correct.
If you want to build a new star instantly, you cannot waste Roman Reigns' loss. Does it help McIntyre? Yes, absolutely. But if you want to make a new star, I think you gotta go Gunther here, and maybe bring up like a Braun Breaker if there's time. But
who does he drop the title to? Carmelo Hayes, maybe. I mean, I can't think of anybody else who would really be.
Part out for sure.
Yeah,
but,
it'll be interesting.
I mean,
It'll
Von
be interesting.
Wagner.
No, please no. People hate him. He's terrible.
I don't like him, but
he's so bad.
So Dynamite starts. It was pretty cool. Before Dynamite even started and went on the air, we saw the cage coming down. So I thought that was pretty freaking cool. I was like, yes, we're going to get an awesome start to Dynamite. And, I'll ask you for your thoughts about Dynamite in a couple moments. But we see Shawn Spears versus Wardlow in a steel cage match with MJF as the referee. And obviously the stipulation here is same stipulation from last week, is if Wardlow wins, he faces MJF this Sunday. So we know that's going to happen, but this is how it unfolds. MJF can't find the key to get Wardlow uncuffed, and then now we see Spears attack Wardlow, and then from there we see MJF, who's supposed to be the referee, attacking Wardlow. So this is a 2-on-1 ambushing. And then we see Wardlow break the cuffs. How cool was that, Tommy?
Man, that was a good
yeah.
moment, man.
That was cool.
He's just so over, dude. He is so over.
The crowd absolutely popped. MJF fails to count the attempted pinfall on Spears. So basically, MJF and Spears are doing everything that they can to get away with the win here so that MJF doesn't have to face Wardlow this Sunday. We see Spears knock out MJF with the chair, and the crowd popped when MJF was left laying in the ring with the chair. As Wardlow got out of the way. What did you think of that?
So, a quick little side note on that. I was watching this I was introducing wrestling to one of my friends at work, and I was so pumped about this match. And I like freaked out because I was like, watching it live, I was like, there's no way he really like took that with no hands. I waited for the match and rewound it. My goodness, man. He took that chair shot hardcore. That was a very interesting move. I don't know if it was planned. I don't think it was, but good gosh. He killed MJF on that one. It was crazy.
We were sitting halfway up the arena and we heard that loud and
oh
clear.
My goodness. I mean, like it wasn't that he like failed to get his hands up. He did not move his hands. Like he took it on the chin. And I hate for somebody who's been, like dealt with concussions and stuff, like never would I ever want that to happen to me. But my goodness, I mean, he got rocked. I mean, and he sold it really well too.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, moving on in that same match, we see Bryce Remsburg get in the ring.
Nice.
And he counts the pinfall for Wardlow. Wardlow gets the win over Spears after the 4 power bombs, the fourth and last power bomb Spears did onto Wardlow, right onto the chair, to get the win. So that was pretty freaking awesome. The night started out pretty hot there. From then on, I noticed the crowd came down quite a bit, even though we got decent Dynamite.
I was going to ask you about that. When the show started, I was a little surprised that was the opening match. I thought that would be the main event.
I wasn't too surprised because there were other good matches on the card still.
That's fair.
And AEW has a habit of starting their best matches first.
That's very true. I guess that's true.
I mean, that will never happen on the pay-per-view. I mean,
I just
MJF Wardlow, that's going to be later in the night. That's not going to be early.
I just feel like if I looked at, the matches and the feuds behind them, which match has the most heat going into it? It's MJF and Wardlow. So I just feel like that storyline would have felt better in the in the main event. And like you said, I don't know how the crowd was there live. I was only watching on TV, but it did seem like the crowd kind of wasn't as into as I feel like they would have if it, you slowly increase, get higher, and then you get that super great visual of Wardlow standing on top of the cage to close the show.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a better move.
For sure, absolutely. Did they show Wardlow climb the top of the cage on TV?
Yeah, he was on it. He like stood up there for a little bit and like I don't know, he probably posed for like 40 seconds or something like that.
It was cool. I got a picture of that too.
Yeah, dude, it's a good visual, man. He is over. I really do think that they've done a really good job of basically just setting up people to be like, yep, that's a former champion or that's a new champion. Like that's gonna be your guy. Like, yes, I know MJF is probably not gonna re-sign, but MJF is definitely a world champion wherever he goes. I think Wardlow is a world champion. I think Jungle Boy could be a world champion. Like
I think there's some real life stuff to this MJF stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
I think some of it I also think it's a work.
That's
for sure.
That's fair.
I think it's 50-50. It has kind of like a reality feel to this angle, which controversy. You know what Eric Bischoff says? Controversy
creates cash, baby.
Yeah,
that might be my first tattoo. I'll get that right on my like Cody Rhodes tattoo, chest tattoo.
Yeah, Yellow Boy.
Creates cash.
It's amazing to see how how Wardlow has grown within the past. He was a big superstar in the Indies, I believe, where he was wrestling in Pittsburgh. But yeah, the AEW crowd is really taking to him. Yeah, he's can't do no wrong right now. I'm loving every part of this feud right now. What did you think of the Hangman versus Punk face-off?
Gosh, man, I think this is the first time in a good bit that I really don't know where they're going to go with this. I really think that that Hangman had a damn good promo. It was really good, and I wouldn't say pipe bomb-esque, because he said he was going to drop his own pipe bomb and made references to that, but gosh, Punk is still just the greatest talker in the business, man. He hung right there with him. It was a really good promo. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm really excited for this match. I think they've done a better job of building up to it the last few weeks, with each person using their own the other's finisher. But really, I really do not know where they go with this. Do you have Punk turn heel and it seemed like he kind of was leaning into that in this promo, or do you give Hangman that truly defining win, that's really gonna set his championship run up? I don't know where you would go after that. I don't really see that happening, but this is going to be a really good match.
I mean, there's a couple ways it could go. I mean, they could keep this belt on Hangman for a little while. I mean, he's only had the belt for 7 or 8 months now, if that. Now you have the option to maybe have Kenny Omega get his rematch when he comes back in a few months. If Kenny Omega could come back in time for All Out or maybe Revolution, you could do something like that if that's the plan. We don't really know what the plan is. Or
we don't know what Kenny's health
want to
is.
use CM Punk as their main guy to draw more eyes onto the product.
Correct.
Because in my opinion, I'm not too sure if Hangman is drawing eyes onto the product as much as what CM Punk would.
Well, you know what time of the year is coming up. It's about to be summer. Summer of Punk Part 3.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let's do it. I love CM Punk. He is my favorite wrestler of all time. I'll go to that, but gosh, Summer of Punk with a heel Punk too, because he was heel in both those runs. Perfect time to turn him heel now. Make him run the Summer of Punk with the championship, lose it All Out or something. I don't know. We're going to have the Arthur Ashe show. We're going to have some other shows, Beach Break and stuff mixed in.
Oh, I can't wait for the Arthur Ashe show.
Yeah, that's going to be big.
That one.
It's going to be big. But let's do a Summer of Punk, man. Heel Summer of Punk. I want it. Part 3.
Moxley and Kingston took on Private Party. The match was kind of there. I feel like it was kind of filler. Moxley and Kingston get the win, but then we see JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society, come out. They get into a brawl with Mox Kingston, and then Daniel Bryan comes in for the save. And then at the end of the segment, we see Daniel Bryan holding on to his knee. Apparently, I don't know if it was a work. He hurt himself on one of the last shows last week, I guess, on the ramp. Daniel Bryan, that is. So maybe they're just, maybe he's fine and they're just kind of playing off that injury. So I'm not too sure what's happening there.
Yeah, what I heard was that it actually did happen. He did get his leg stuck, obviously. And when he realized he wasn't hurt, he wanted to turn it into an angle, use it to continue the angle. So that's when it turned into a shoot or a work. Sorry. And I do think that they're playing it off that and trying to build everything. Oh my gosh, because he's a wizard. When he threw that fireball, man, and he's, I know it's Chris Jericho, but I don't get this gimmick.
Eddie Kingston is the one that took that fireball, correct?
Yeah. No.
No.
Did they not show you backstage? So right in between these matches, it was some security guard. He just threw a fireball in his face.
No,
it was weird.
Kingston took the fireball.
Kingston took the first one. This is the second fireball Jericho's thrown.
Oh, I did not see the second one.
Yeah. They it was in between these matches. It was a backstage segment. Maybe they didn't show it to you guys.
I don't know. I could have fast forwarded quickly and totally missed it. But yeah, apparently Eddie Kingston's a wizard. His face is.
What do you mean
fine.
fast forward? You were there.
I may have stepped out and went to the bathroom.
Oh,
I could
you
have
said fast
missed
forward.
it after a match.
That's fair. Yeah, it was like right when they came back from
that.
commercial.
I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a quick segment, but yeah, he just randomly like walked up to this guy and somebody said something to him, or it was the dark-haired guy said something to him, and Jericho just threw a fireball in his face, said, "I'm a wizard," and walked away. It was stupid, man.
You know, they're gonna kind of keep going with that too.
Gosh,
that'd be pretty funny. Repugnant Vice versus FTR for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. This match is thrown out because we see Jeff Cobb and Khan from New Japan interfere. So they're obviously building up towards the Forbidden Door in Chicago, which you're going to be at, correct?
I'm trying, man. I really am trying. I'm gonna try and get a resale ticket because when I tried to buy the tickets the first time, dude, they sold out in like 10 minutes. It was stupid.
Wow.
It was bad, but I mean, I'm gonna hope so. But even if I can't, like, man, that show's just gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
We see Swerve versus Ricky Starks versus Jungle Boy in a triple threat. Each of them half of their own tag team. This is setting up for a triple threat tag team title match this Sunday at Double or Nothing here in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
but
I think it's good. I think that's gonna steal the show.
It has the potential to, but Swerve gets the win. But we see a complete breakdown with all these competitors of the triple threat tag team title match brawl to end the segment, which I thought was pretty cool. I think we're going to get a continuation of that this Sunday. I think this match is going to be great. I expect to see some good high flying action. Yeah.
Do you know what he's referencing?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. So go when you get the chance. Go look on Will Ospreay's Twitter, because great in on his IG, Great O'Cons. He's having a really good time. That's all I can say. He's very much enjoying himself.
Oh, let's see. I gotta have to look this up now.
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's Will Ospreay posted on Twitter. That's where I saw it.
When did he post this?
This morning or yesterday, last night. One of the two. Last night or something.
Let's take a look. This is 2 hours. 2 hours ago. Let's see. 4 hours.
It is great, man. He is it is NSFW. Let me say that. If you're at work watching this, please don't go look at this, at work. It's not the best.
It may have been taken down. I don't see it.
It's Great O'Con riding a bull that's not a bull in a male body part.
Oh gosh, great, okay.
And with some strippers.
Oh boy, all right.
He's having a good time. Yeah, having a rodeo. Yes, sir.
Wow. All right. Well,
hey, I kept it PG right there. There's something there.
Moving on. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
Yeah, really.
I'm having a blast here, but I'm
jealous, man.
So well behaved over here, chilling, staying out of my lane, staying out of places where I don't belong.
All right, did you go to the casino yet?
It's funny because everywhere you walk, whether it be a 7-Eleven, a Walgreens, there is always a slot machine wherever you go here. Always.
That's crazy.
So on every single hotel,
oh my goodness,
every single resort, you have to walk through the casino in order to get through the hallway to get.
So are you guys? You guys are on Strip, right?
We are just outside the Strip, and when
just
I mean
outside, okay.
Just outside, I'm talking like not even a mile, barely a mile. And the T-Mobile Arena is actually about 3/4 of a mile. T-Mobile Arena is where Double or Nothing is going to be this Sunday. So everything is close. Everything's close. We even actually found, because we don't feel like walking in 100-degree weather, even if it's like less than a mile to the arena.
Who plays in the T-Mobile Arena?
I want to say
That
the Las Vegas
Knights?
Knights.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's got to be the Knights. They don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was my nerdy sports mind is always trying to put a team to an arena. So.
Yeah, I believe it's the Knights for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a casino everywhere you go.
That's crazy, man.
You can walk into a 7-Eleven. You look to the right, the slot machines. Like, this is just not normal.
That's crazy. That's not where I'm from. I've played one slot machine in my life, man.
I have not. I've been good. I've been here for 3 days. I've not touched one slot machine. I'm not gonna lie. I've looked, but then I'm looking at these. I'm like, how do you play this? I'm not gonna put my money to something that I don't know how to play.
That's why you play the penny slots.
I do know like a little roulette. I mean, but other than that, I've been pretty well behaved. I have my buddy with me. He's really not into gambling either, so I think I'm in very, very good company.
You're in good hands.
Yeah. You know Rob. He is with me on the trip from Vegas, and
he liked my pace
I'm
car.
in very, very good company. So
yeah, he was a fan of my pace car.
Nice. Owen Hart tournament match on the women's side. We had Britt Baker versus Toni Storm. The other women's match will be determined tonight, but we see Britt Baker versus Toni Storm. Britt wins by holding on to the rope behind the referee's back. She gets the pinfall. Britt Baker is headed into the finals and facing the winner of Ruby Soho and Chris Statlander, which that match takes place in just a couple hours from now.
Today for you, I guess.
Today. So it's weird. I just saw the advertisement that Rampage starts at 6:30 today, Eastern Time, which means Rampage for us is starting at 3:30.
You said, man,
so weird. And this is part of the reason why I want to go to WrestleMania weekend.
Because you're confusing me. Because you said
6:30 for you, 3:30 for
me.
And
you said 3:30, and I looked up at the top of my phone, and it's 2:28 here, and I'm like, Wayne, that means it starts in an hour. I don't like this. We don't need to do this.
The doors open at if I was told correctly, the doors open at like 2 or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's still morning here. This is crazy. I love it though. I love being on the West Coast time. I gotta do this more.
It's morning, bro. This is my bedtime right now. I'm normally going to bed at 2
I'm blowing up people's phones at like 12 o'clock at night, thinking that it's actually 12, but it's like 3 a.m. there.
I know you were texting me, and I was like, bro, why are you awake, dude? It's like 4 a.m. here. And then I was like, oh wait, yeah, he's still in Vegas.
Oh man. So we get the women's semifinal match, Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander tonight. Let's predict that. Who wins?
Ruby. She needs to. Reppin' Indy, Ruby.
Okay. You want your hometown girl? I get it.
I want my hometown girl.
Honestly, both of them need a win here.
Yeah, especially with the character change that Statlander went under. Or not the character change, I guess maybe the look more per se.
Yeah. The main event of AEW Dynamite was Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly. We got ourselves a great match here.
Great match, man. Go watch this if you did not. It is fantastic.
It was funny. The ring announcer, Justin Roberts, was hyping up the crowd. Was hyping up the crowd before TBS went back on the air with the main event. So that's probably part of the reason why you heard the crowd cheering a lot.
Oh yeah, he did the same thing when I went to. He right before the main event, he got everybody like super pumped, and it was just awesome.
In between the first segment and the main event, it was kind of like a lackluster crowd for the most part. But then we see Adam Cole. Samoa Joe gets the win, as to be expected. We see Adam Cole come out on stage, so to kind of do a face-to-face from where Adam Cole was on the stage, Samoa Joe was in the ring. So I'm excited. That's going to be
man.
a banger of a match. We're going to predict that tomorrow, but that's going to be a banger of a match tomorrow.
Yeah, man. It is. Oh, man. It is going to be a lot of fun. I know people don't like the build of this pay-per-view as much, but I still think this one's going to be really good. I still think a lot of the matches are going to overperform the triple threat tag team. I think whatever Anarchy in the Arena is, who knows?
I think it's going to be, if you ask me, I think it's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere. I think
I hope so. I hope it is
through
just
the crowd or through the arena. I think it's going to be like a stadium stampede, but in the arena.
In the arena, that's what I'm hoping for because, as you know, Wayne, and I will bring this to my deathbed. Stadium Stampede 1 and 2 are my two favorite matches of all time because they're just so ridiculous. And they're just so much fun. But yeah, I mean, even Hardy's and the Young Bucks, man, I think that's going to be a good match too because, I mean, I feel like those two teams are really going to mesh well. So when you put that on the same card as MJF and Wardlow, whatever ends up being the finals for both tournaments, and Hangman and Punk, I mean, yeah, the build's kind of been crappy, but this show's going to turn out to be really good, I think, in ring.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, if anybody wants a sneak preview of Joe versus Cole, just go back and watch NXT, their match, which Tony Khan did not even acknowledge on the call yesterday that these two guys fought each other in NXT before. Basically pitched it as the first time they're going against each other, which is not true. You just didn't want to.
Gotta love that. Yeah, don't lean into what WWE does, dude. Just they came from the other company. Don't try to hide it. Like just admit it. Like just be like, yeah, they wrestled before. Or even did he even say anything about ROH? Them fighting in ROH? Okay.
No, he didn't really talk about that either. But I could be wrong though. I was kind of like taking notes on a call. But speaking of which, we had the AEW media call yesterday. But before we go into anything further, guys, we have 3 T-shirts, and last I checked, I think we have a 4th T-shirt out now. It's on ProWrestlingTees.com. I'm actually typing it in as we speak. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search for Aftermath. Our logo is there. You can't miss it. Aftermath Pro Wrestling Podcast. ProWrestlingTees.com. We have the shirt available now in black, navy blue, gold, and military green, army green, so to speak.
Okay.
So those shirts are fire. I got my black one already. It came in the mail. I will be showing that off the next time we do a show in New York. But guys, get on that as soon as possible. I think there's a Memorial Day sale going on.
Ooh, gotta love the
ProWrestlingTees.com. So go on to the website, and all you have to do is search for the Aftermath Pro Wrestling Podcast. And thank you guys so much for watching. So moving on, let's fill you in on a couple of things from the media call from yesterday that I was on. Nothing really heavily newsworthy to talk about. But here are a couple of things. So we know that Forbidden Door is going to be in Chicago.
Correct.
In June. Tony Khan absolutely loves Chicago. He's from Illinois. He considers that his favorite.
Is he from Illinois?
He's from Illinois.
Really? I didn't know
originally.
That.
Yeah, I did not know that either.
Huh.
So he says that Chicago is not ruled out for All Out. They're still looking into it.
Oh, no. Come on.
They're still looking into it. He wants to do it. So it's still kind of in the works. Tony Khan says he prefers to stay with tradition. So it seems like it's a pretty decent chance that All Out will be in Chicago.
No, bring it to Indy.
Nothing is definite yet. Hey, listen, just be grateful it's 3 hours away.
Hey, man, do you know who hosted the College Football National Championship this year? Us. You know who hosted
You guys have hosted NCAA?
The entire March Madness tournament in 2020. Us. Come to Indy, man. We got the fans here. WrestleMania or AEW All Out, whatever, dude. Please come to Indy. I'll be sitting front row.
Indy hasn't seen a WrestleMania in 31 years. Unbelievable.
Not since I've been alive, man. And if they did, I would cry. I really would be. I would save up so much money to go to that. That would be my dream.
So Chicago's not ruled out, but with it being so close to Forbidden Door, there's always that possibility. Now, here's the thing, though. The good thing is it would be run in the Now Center, or formerly known as the Sears.
Okay.
So it would be a different arena because Forbidden Door is United Center. So it's
okay.
it's
At
possible.
least
Tony Khan wasn't
fine.
ruling it out. It's in the works.
I guess I'm not against it if it's like that, then.
But
That's fine.
so let me see. What else did we talk about here? So CM Punk was brought up as far as if Tony Khan was satisfied with the build with CM Punk. And Tony feels that it was best for Punk to do some matches and kind of fight his way up to the main event and not just hand him a title shot right away. He didn't want to just do that, but he felt that the best way to book CM Punk was to have him fight his way, have him fight a lot of different guys, and he also goes on to say that Punk is not only put on a lot of work in the ring, but it's also put on a lot of work outside the ring as well. And he definitely goes on to highlight his feud with MJF. How Khan's enjoying this feud with MJF right now. It's doing numbers. It's bringing extra eyes. That the feud brought extra eyes to the product during the earlier this year. So then he goes on to talk about the Owen Hart tournament. And Tony Khan said on the call that he didn't want to burn out the wrestlers like King of the Ring style, where you have guys like, say, for example, Bret Hart in '93 going through Perfect and Razor and Bam Bam.
Yeah.
He didn't want the AEW guys to burn themselves out and risk injury and have them fight 3-4 matches in one night. So that's why he wanted to do the tournament over time and have the finals culminate at this Sunday's Double or Nothing. He didn't want to risk injury. Somebody was asking about a one-night tournament, and Tony Khan is more for doing tournaments over time, and which we've seen in the past with the tag titles.
I like that, but I also think that you could do like a small mini tournament. Like if one show's just, say like, hey, we'll have a whole hour or a whole 2-hour show for just the men's tournament, and then let's make a special 2-hour Rampage show that's the women's tournament. Just 8 people, entire tournament is in one show. I think you could do that.
Yeah, Tony Khan. I mean, of course you could do that. Tony Khan is not necessarily 100% for it though, just to keep the guys. And the other thing was, he was saying that you can get better match quality out of the wrestlers in each match of the tournament instead of 3 matches in one night, where maybe
that's fair.
The first couple matches are lackluster, and then they save all their energy for the last match. He kind of didn't want that, so he's kind of satisfied with the flow of everything. He just doesn't want to wear down the wrestlers with single night tournaments.
Moose, say hi, Moose.
Oh, is that Aftermath Moose?
It's Aftermath Moose. He's all elite. Hi, buddy.
What's up, Moose? Moose making a special appearance.
Say hi, buddy.
We have to get him a podcast shirt.
Yeah. We'll have to make a doggy shirt. He's sitting on my headphones, Moose. Hi, buddy. He wanted to say hi.
Khan was also talking about, the buying of Ring of Honor. He said the reason why he bought it was the price was right.
The price is right.
The price was right. He bought it at his own. Didn't use any AEW money or anything like that. ROH is still going to be its own brand. Um, our ROH is going to be not like a secondary or subsidiary like NXT is now, to what WWE is. It's going to be its own main brand. He also went on to say that the last ROH pay per view is one of the biggest ROH shows of all time as far as drawing.
Yeah, it was good too.
Yeah. So he goes on to say that it's going to be separate. It's going to be a standalone, and it won't be secondary. Somebody asked a question about the possibility of AEW going to Toronto.
Please, I'd go. I've always wanted to go to Toronto.
I know. And listen, I'm saying here, I've always wanted to go to Toronto. Never been.
I kind of want to live in Toronto too. It's on my bucket list.
Nice. Toronto's just crazy right now. I don't know if I would live, but I definitely want to. Or is that Montreal? I don't know. Some crazy stuff's going on.
Montreal,
okay.
Yeah.
But I want to visit Toronto. It's a great city. I would so do in the AEW show there if they go to.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Check this out. Tony Khan says Toronto could happen soon. In fact, I actually might be going to Toronto in October.
Ooh, okay.
For some baseball. It's September.
I'm going out to Denver in October.
Nice.
Playing the Colts. Denver playing the Colts.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a good
Yeah.
game for you to go.
I hope you're not watching the Red Sox play in Toronto.
I'm not sure what team was playing out there. It
You'd probably be pretty disappointed. They're still pretty bad.
Have you been watching baseball lately?
I have been, man. I still see the Rays above them. That's
because of that big hole that the Red Sox dug. Red Sox have won 9 of the last 10, and Trevor Story's going nuts.
I will say Trevor Story's been balling. 9 homers, 23 ribbies this month?
But the Red Sox are scoring 10 or more runs in all these games.
I'm telling you, man. It's just wait.
I did the Red Sox are back.
Brandon Lau's hurt.
Games under 500 now.
Brandon Lau's hurt. Kittredge is out. Boz is out. Glass now. Yanni Torino's. Just wait. When everybody comes back, Fairbanks, it's over. The entire league is messed up, man. Rasmussen and Shane McClanahan and Drew Rasmussen are the 2 best pitchers right now in the AL in a group, like the 2 best 1-2 punch. I'll hold that to that.
We'll see. I've been actually going nuts buying baseball cards lately. I want to.
Hey, dude, me too. I've been buying. I got a little binder and everything, dude. Yeah, dude.
I want to get like the Wander Franco card. I want to get that rookie pitcher that threw a no hitter from Anaheim Angels. I forget his name, but
Reed Detmers. Yeah, because he did it against. Oh yeah, you're hilarious, dude. Yeah, because he did it against my team. That's funny.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks.
So Tony Khan says that Toronto could happen soon. His dad also happens to own the Four Seasons in Toronto.
Really?
So that's where I know we're gonna hang out because you gotta believe the AEW wrestlers are gonna be there.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know that.
Yeah. So, Tony Khan also goes on to talk about Johnny Elite and would love to have him back. There's some. I was listening to Doug McDonald yesterday, and they were talking about how they've had like random appearances that worked out and didn't work out. And that's kind of the reason why the AEW uses the Jokers for random appearances. Kind of like, in Doug McDonald's opinion, he talks about how they use these Joker spots for tryouts, such as Brian Cage was one of them.
That's fair.
It was working out for a while, but it didn't work out because the roster got too stacked. So he just got lost in the shuffle. But he loves Johnny Elite. Apparently, he hasn't watched any of his WWE work with The Miz. I think that's horrible.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that at all.
Loves Johnny Elite. He did have a good match with Samoa Joe, though.
Outside of that shooting star press that he missed by like 2 miles.
Oh, yeah.
He missed that completely, dude. Yeah. It was a good match, but man, did that did not look very good.
A little bit more on ROH. Tony Khan. Let me see. Did you hear Colt Cabana will be going back to our? I
I
think I
did hear
read
that.
something. I
I
did
did
hear
hear
that.
that. Yeah. Hey, good for
It's
him.
yeah.
I wish that him and Punk could have, made up. And I feel like I heard something that like he hasn't been backstage for that reason. But I think he'd be a really good piece on ROH. I think he'd be, I think he could honestly be in that Dustin Rhodes, kind of role where he still gets pretty good matches. He gets a lot of, in-ring stuff. Maybe he gets a big match like, Rhodes had with Cody. I think that there's a lot of possibilities for whatever ROH ends up being.
So
Hey, you
Dame
from
says,
Indy? Hey, where
"There we
from?
go." To see if
I
he
gotta know
responds to
this.
post that.
That's
Um,
awesome. Heck yeah, man.
So Khan is still working on Ring of Honor. It's a project that's probably being worked on as we speak. I can't even imagine like how much he has on his plate right now, but
Yeah.
he would love to get Ring of Honor weekly on TV or streaming very soon. So it's in the works, and then he's hopeful to bring ROH back onto pay per view. He feels that ROH is at its strongest right now with the roster, the show, and what have you. Um, so he says that the TV is being worked on. So it's in the works. If I had to guess, I think we'll probably see Ring of Honor debut after All Out. That's if I had to guess.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know why they don't do it. You know what? Do it on HBO Max.
Well, and that's
You
another
know
thing
it'd be
too. That
great.
they're still working on that. Their AEW has been working on a partnership with Warner Brothers Plus.
Yeah, here's what you do.
So
Like you do a stadium, not a stadium show. What am I thinking of? Wherever you what is the word for like what Full Sail was? A studio show. That's what I wanted
yeah,
to say. Hey, you do a studio show, keep it in the same place. You don't have to take ROH on the road, except for like major pay-per-views. And then, you know, stream it on HBO Max live. People will watch it, or not live, but put it on at a certain time. And then you have the entire catalog of Ring of Honor to put on there. And even do some of your past AEW stuff, because I know that's what Khan has said he's wanted to do. I mean, this is the perfect opportunity. If he did say I want to get it on streaming, I don't see how you could pass up HBO Max. I really do think that ROH would fit perfectly for that. It's AEW is its own kind of like niche thing. It's definitely for like the more hardcore wrestling fans, and I wish it wasn't like that in some ways. But for a person like me who lives, breathes, and dies wrestling, like AEW is for me. And then now you move to Ring of Honor, which is even more like hardcore indie wrestling style. Those people who want it are going to flock to HBO Max. They're going to subscribe to that. They're going to get more viewers on that. That helps out Warner Brothers. That helps out you, and it gives you a way to use all that the Ring of Honor library that you bought up. I think this is the perfect opportunity, man. And represent. Okay, Warren Township. I'm from Hendricks County, Brownsburg.
nice. How far apart is that from each other?
I have no idea. not off the top of my head right now. Not after that little ramble I just had.
One last note that I took about Tony Khan's call is that a young girl, I don't know how. So we didn't get chosen, but they can't choose everybody for the media
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
But I had I had a good question going, and there were some calls on this media call that were kind of like nonsense. My
Yeah.
question was if to Tony Khan was going to be if AEW has found its if he feels that AEW has found its footing with the roster, with its TV scheduling, and also the status of the trios titles. That was
Yeah.
going to be my question. And honestly, my question was probably better than half of what the people were asking. So
Yeah,
I
that's
was a
how
little
they normally go.
disappointed.
That's
I
how they
raised
normally
my
go.
hand in the Zoom call, I put it in the questions. Like you can handwrite your questions
Yeah.
and what have you. 40 minutes away. So I was a little annoyed I didn't get to it, but you know what? They can't choose everybody, and I
Yeah.
understand that. Of course they got to get the Sean Ross Saps on the call. They got John Alba. Our John Alba was the first one taken. That was so
Hey,
awesome.
there we go.
John Alba has been making some huge moves in the wrestling world. If you don't know him, you should know him now because he's on the Wives of Women podcast. No, a Wives of Wrestlers podcast. He's on the podcast with Matt Hardy. He's doing a lot, and he is living his dream. So he was the first one taken. The second person was another person we were hanging out with in Chicago, Connor Casey from comicbook.com. So me and Rob, we hung out with John Alba and Connor Casey for the Cubs game, and so yeah, it was just so awesome to see those two particular chosen first.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have been chosen, but eventually we just got to keep showing up on the media calls and what have you. But moving forward, the last question was asked by a little girl, and her question was if Tony Khan was given thought about doing AEW women's tag titles. And the question is, yes, he has given that thought. On this call, he had not really talked about doing like trios titles was not talked about. So that's why I felt like I had a good question because it wasn't even touched on. I feel like that's in the works still. The AEW roster is set up for it. As far as the women tag titles go, Tony Khan thought about it. In my opinion, you can definitely pull it off because you have the roster size to do it. You just got to start from scratch and start creating tag teams. I mean, it's going to seem like some of it's going to seem like strange bedfellows, but after a while, they'll become tag teams that we're used to, like RK Bro.
I mean, they're definitely like, kind of like strange bedfellows in that sense.
Yeah. So, somebody was, commenting and like, I think AEW could do a better job than what WWE did with the women's tag titles. WWE, there's no tag division, and their tag titles just got up and the tag holders just got up and left. We don't know if we're ever going to see them back.
Yep, it's crazy. They won't come back. They're not coming back.
I think Sasha shows up at All Out. That's my opinion, though. Just give it a little time. It's not going to be. That would be something serious if that happens this weekend. That'd be crazy. Like
no way.
That'd be total. Not enough time. I would say if this happened like 6 months ago, then I'd be like, okay, good chance. But I'm thinking All Out. As they're big, and then, so we'll see. AEW has the potential there. They just got to do it right and make legit tag teams instead of one or two tag teams. I mean, how do you call a division where 3 tag teams that aren't even tag teams? They're just girls are slapped together randomly, and, but I digress. But anyway, that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk to everybody about. Tony, so we're going to see Rampage tonight. Today, in about 3.5 hours it starts. So as soon as I get off of this, I'm going to go grab my buddy. We're going to get some lunch somewhere, probably on the strip. And
jealous.
Yeah, just get some food. I haven't even eaten breakfast or had coffee yet. I basically got up about 2 hours ago. I got up and started setting up the show, and then kind of just scrambling around ever since. Now we get to relax. So for those of you guys that are watching, we're going to try to get to you with the prediction show tomorrow. It's going to be a little weird because at least my setup is going to be I will be on my way to Arizona for Diamondbacks game. I'm not sure how self-reception is going to be. I guess we're going to try it out and see what happens. But I got to figure all that out. Maybe we hop on at like 8, 9 a.m. Vegas time So we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Or we just do it while I'm on the road to Vegas. To Arizona. We can do a quick one-day trip to go to Diamondbacks Dodgers game. Try to squeeze in my 21st stadium.
Who's pitching?
No clue.
Let's see.
Not a
I'll
clue.
find out.
All I know is that the game starts at like 4:15, and by the time it's over, it'll be like 7 o'clock. We'll be back home before midnight. So.
Oh, Merrill Kelly and Tony Gonsolin. That's not a bad matchup. That's not a bad matchup at all.
So yeah, that's pretty much the basically how the weekend's shaping up.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. Tonight, after Rampage, we're gonna grab dinner and then possibly head over to see Chris Angel at Planet Hollywood. So we're gonna check that out.
Oh gosh.
Last night we saw a Blue Man Group. It was amazing.
Really? That's cool.
Anyway, before our service drops out, I am going to wrap up this show. But for those of you guys that are watching, thank you so much for joining our YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, man.
I hope you guys have an awesome Memorial weekend. Hopefully, it'll be on tomorrow. As far as the post show, we'll let you guys know. We'll throw it out on social media when we'll do that, and on Instagram and what have you. I'm ready for an excited weekend.
Man, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be a good weekend.
Indy 500, and
man,
you get
I'm
to enjoy
so
today
excited.
off. I know you're on call, right?
I'm on call, but right now I'm gonna be sitting here. I think I'm gonna turn on some baseball and some hockey later. The Rays are gonna get their revenge against the Yankees for last night, but
I need the Rays to do their job.
Don't worry. The Yankees are lucky, bro. They don't have to face Rasmussen or McClanahan. That's fine. We're in a good position. The offense is gonna wake up tonight.
You know what they say?
The enemy is my enemy is my friend. Exactly. Yes.
So
Handshake right
help.
Across, man. Don't worry.
I need help.
Well, no, we're not trying to help you. We're trying to move up, man. No, don't worry, dude. I'm telling you, when the team gets back,
the division is slowly tightening up. I'm noticing.
When the dog himself, Brandon Lowe, comes back, it's over. He's hitting 50 homers.
Dave Smith is going to hold him to that.
That's fine, man. 50. He's at 6 right now, man. He needs 44, and he's still on the IL for another week. So don't you worry, man. 44 homers after this. He's going to be cranking it. Kevin Kiermaier's hitting at least 20. He's already at 7.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Don't worry, man. The Rays are in the best position. They are winning the World Series this year. I guarantee it. Mark it right here. It is today, Friday, May 27th at 2:59 p.m. Tampa Bay Rays are winning the World Series this year. It's over. I promise.
Screen recording this and saving this for a later
I promise, man. I'm telling you. This year.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Don't worry.
Oh, man. Those of you guys that are watching, you guys all have an awesome day. It's still morning here for another minute. So I got the whole day to enjoy. We're going to get ready to go to Rampage and just enjoy the rest of this weekend. To you guys that are watching, thank you so much for hopping on. As myself and Tommy will catch you very, very, very soon. Catch you guys later.
Gillenny from the champion. Oh, 6! That could be it. Delivers this deep